everybody, welcome back to my channel. As you can see here, the products I have in front of me must represent an issue I'm having. And yes, I am having deer chewing off the tops of my new sunflowers in my sunflower garden. And I have to fix this issue because it's getting out of hand. So, with a little research, I found out that Irish Spring helps deter deer, and I don't want to rely on this alone, so I'm going to use the Irish Spring as well as this. And I could not find any mesh baggies, so I bought this tulle, or it's called tulle, T-U-L-L-E. I don't know how to pronounce it, even though I sew. So I bought this to make little baggies with. I'm going to put this Irish Spring soap in it. I'm going to cut it into halves or thirds, and then string it around with this on a makeshift fence that I'm going to create using this, and then this will wrap around the entire fence so that I can string this up around it, and I might even put some of these deer granules inside of these mesh and hang them as well. Now, this soap has been sitting in my trunk for a few hours. I kind of forgot to get all of this out earlier, so it's actually pretty easy to cut. And then I will connect these to this string that I make as my makeshift fence. Okay, I'm also taking some of this, let's see, liquid fence granules. It stinks really bad, let me tell you. And putting it inside of 2 layers of this mesh. I'm going to do a couple of these. I don't know if I have enough mesh to do much more than 2 of these. So I'm going to do 2 of these and hang those up as well. As well as spreading this on the ground around the fence. Alright, look at my poor pitiful sunflowers. These 3 back rows. Actually 4 back rows. They've had all their tops and leaves chewed off. It's frustrating. Like everyone on this back row. Up through here. So we need to stop these deer from destroying what was supposed to already be probably blooming sunflowers. okay, it kind of smells nasty, but the Irish Spring kind of offsets that in a weird way. Might be overkill with the soap and the liquid fence, but I've never had deer issues with my plants. I guess it's because I don't usually have anything out this far back behind my house. All my stuff is over there and that way. And the deer are coming from that direction. We have a creek that runs all along the entire property, and then backside is kind of an overflow for the creek. So my husband does have a deer feeder out there, and I asked him to please put some corn in there to try to deter them from coming to my sunflowers. It would be nice. So these rows up here, they haven't bothered that I can see. It looks like that row is the last row that they've stopped at. So that's a little bit, that's about halfway. And they're not attacking the plants over there. I didn't have a lot of sunflowers come up on that side, so I had to replant some sunflowers on that end. Not sure why they didn't show, but we'll see if they pop up in the next week or so. Anyway, this project was pretty quick. I don't know if it's going to work, but I needed to get out here and do something to try to keep them out of these sunflowers, because we spent a lot of time preparing this ground, and you know, I want to see my sunflower bed come to fruition without getting all the tops chopped down. Now, I didn't put this makeshift fence up to keep the deer out, so to speak. Like, I know that the fence isn't going to keep them out alone. I know that they can just go on through that silly twine, but I needed something to kind of guard it off with, to be able to hang these sachets of soap and liquid fence for the deer. So it was just kind of an idea I came up with, how to just, you know, prevent them from coming and destroying any more of my sunflowers. All right, if this gives you guys any ideas on how to prevent deer from chewing on your sunflowers or any other plants, I hope it works for you. Thanks for watching. I'm going to do a quick follow-up. It has been about 12 days since I put this deer preventative fence up, and I have not had any more deer damage. As you can see, a lot of these sunflowers are putting on new growth. I won't have the main stalk probably with the huge bloom, but I will get flowers off of the ones that they chewed down. And I also went ahead and reseeded some that didn't come up the first time that I sowed. So I have a bunch of little seedlings, like that row right there. A lot of those didn't come up, so I have a ton of little seedlings coming up in several of the rows. So, in my opinion, this Irish Spring soap and the liquid fence deer repellent works. My sunflowers are coming right along, and I'm getting ready to have some that are going to open. I'll do a video later when these start to get more mature, showing what varieties I have out here.